Now at 6, a person shot in the parking lot of a central Indiana Walmart. We've got the latest details straight ahead. More students across central Indiana heading back to school this week. We'll tell you how one organization is making sure the kids are set up for success. Plus, celebrating inclusion at the Indiana State Fair, how organizers make sure everyone can have fun regardless of their abilities.
And what great weather we've had for the opening weekend of the State Fair. We're enjoying some Sunday sunshine, but we're timing out the return of rain and muggy air with the forecast. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News.
And thanks for inviting us in on this Sunday night at 6 o'clock. I'm Scott Swan. Jenny has tonight off. Right now, police in Lawrence are investigating after a shooting at a busy shopping center. Our Marina Silva joins us tonight from the Walmart on Pendleton Pike. So, Marina, what have you learned?
It happened here in the parking lot of the Walmart on Pendleton Pike. When police got here, they found a man with 2 gunshot wounds, but they say he's still alive. Multiple Lawrence police officers are on scene investigating, and this is the car inside the crime scene tape perimeter. Police believe it stemmed from an attempted robbery and that it was not random. They say it happened towards the back of the parking lot. Walmart did remain open. Lawrence, the police department is investigating, and they do not have a suspect in custody. Reporting in Lawrence, Marina Silva, 13 News.
This shooting comes one day after a man was killed at a Family Dollar store on the northwest side of Indianapolis. Metro Police tell us this started as a disturbance involving several people inside the store. Right now, they're still searching for the suspect in that shooting. The next couple of weeks will be back to school time for many students across central Indiana. Organizations want to make sure the kids have what they need to start the school year off right. Our Anna Chalker found one, hoping to help families all year long.
Good afternoon. Thank you for coming.
Inside AmVet's Post 99 on the northwest side.
I have the dentist over here. Haircuts are over there.
Thousands of families are receiving free resources from around the city. And one of those families,
you want Fruit Loops or Cocoa Puffs?
Oscar Harvey in his quadruplets.
Is this stuff you use for school?
Highlighters, yeah, for a few classes.
He says as his kids have grown up, so has the price of food and school supplies. But recently, that hasn't been his biggest worry.
Because they just went through a house fire and lost everything. So this is really helps out a lot.
That's why he stopped by the Resource Hub's Resource Fair, where families like his are able to get free food, school supplies, dental work, a haircut, and more. Organizer Rita Green says they brought all of this together to make it easier for families, something people did for her years ago when she was diagnosed with cancer.
During that time, it was a little hard, so some of the nurses and the doctors on 6th South of St. Vincent Hospital came together and they brought my kids Christmas, they gave school supplies, and so I just thought everybody needs to experience that once from a stranger, somebody giving something to you.
Through this event, she says she's noticed the need grow. Last year, her group served 1,500 families here. And this year, she says there is double that because it's become harder for some to buy basic supplies for their kids.
You never know, because maybe they lost their job recently, so they no longer have that type of income to support what they're doing. So it's very important that we assess needs and we don't judge needs.
Needs Green and her team hope to serve not only during the school year, but also beyond. In Indianapolis, Anna Chalker, 13 News.
IPS students head back to school tomorrow, and our Matthew Foltz is planning to talk to IPS leaders about the year ahead. That's tomorrow morning on 13 Sunrise. Today, approximately 100 Kroger union workers and supporters gathered on the east side of Indy demanding a better contract. The group is called Our Local 700. They say workers voted to reject Kroger's latest contract offer twice. This group, which is not officially sanctioned by the union, calls offers from the company insulting. One woman who's worked for Kroger 27 years says workers are getting fed up.
They can't pay their bills. We have food banks in our break rooms. And, we have a union. We shouldn't have food banks in our break room. Our union, is bringing us these contracts, and obviously the members, they're turning them down. So, that's why we're here today. We're organizing and trying to bring all the membership together.
The group told us it's demanding bigger raises, better staffing, and affordable health care. Sean?
All right, Scott, another stellar day here in central Indiana. We've had about 3 straight really great ones here. Sunshine going right now. Temperatures as expected, a couple of degrees warmer than yesterday. We're peaking at around 80 degrees. Visible satellite showing just a little bit of cloud cover. It's harmless right now as we stay north of an upper level system that's south of the Ohio River. You'll see some fair weather clouds here this evening. Should be a nice backdrop for the sunset. Dew point temperatures northern half of the state remain in the 50s. South of I-70, they're getting above 60, and by this time tomorrow, noticeably more humid as this feature starts to creep in, and that gives us increasing chances of rain. More on that in the 7-day forecast.
All right, Sean, thanks. Certainly the weather was perfect for this opening weekend out at the Indiana State Fair. Every day has a theme. Today is Ability Awareness Day, a chance for Hoosiers with and without disabilities to experience adaptive technology. Easter Seals Crossroads told us that this year's focus is on universal design.
So it's saying when you engineer an environment, whether it be at the fair or at home or at the workplace, if you design it that it accommodates people with disabilities, it also helps people who don't have disabilities.
The State Fair offers sensory-friendly maps that show areas with less noise, smaller crowds, and fewer distracting lights for people with sensory sensitivities. Another big highlight out at the State Fair was this, the USA Mullet Championship, a day to let the flow fly. Our Matthew Foltz was one of the judges today. The celebration of big hair offers big fun and big cash prizes. Winner Adam, who's on the far right of your screen, is taking home $500. He also won last year's contest. Second place got $300 with $200 for the winner in third place. The State Fair is closed on Mondays, but there is still plenty to check out over the next couple of weeks. We've got everything you need to know on WTHR.com/SeenOn13. Still to come on this Sunday night, the Colts getting ready for their first preseason game, which comes up Thursday evening. We'll head to their last practice before heading to Baltimore.
And we've got some sunshine here today, but we're timing out that storm chance for Monday. How much coverage to expect in the forecast?
In Montana, the search continues for a mass shooting suspect. Why investigators say they are concerned for the safety of that community. That story's next.